Hello Zimbabwe football fans, welcome to another exciting episode of In Touch with the Legend. Yes, your favorite footballing show where we bring you a Zimbabwe footballing legend to come in here and share with us their footballing journey. Yeah, there's a group of part in this show. My name is Artwell. Yes, last week we had a very emotional show where we showcased how the departed George Chigoa was laid to rest. But today we've got a legend who is alive and kicking and doing very well for himself. Former Kiglon, former Monotapa and former Dynamo's goalkeeper Artwell Mukandi is right here in the studio to come to share his footballing journey. Artwell, welcome to the show.
How are you?
Andrew,
I'm good.
Thanks for coming. We're here, we're interested. We want to know who is Artwell Mukandi.
Alright, Artwell Mukandi, a small boy that's coming out of Chiwi.
Small boy,
small boy, coming out of Chiwi in Masvingo down there.
You were born in Masvingo?
Yes, I was born in Masvingo, 7 October 1989. Yeah, born in a family of 10, 5 girls, 5 boys, and I'm in the middle.
You are right in the middle?
Right in the
Which
middle.
part of Masvingo was it?
Chiwi South.
Oh, what Chiwi?
Yes, Chiwi South, down there.
Yeah.
Yes, so growing up down there, you know, it's always tough in the outskirts of Harare. Always difficult. There are no lies. Yes, so I went to Jara Primary School.
Jara, why did they call it Jara?
So weird.
Jara doesn't mean in Zara. It doesn't mean Zara.
You know, let me tell you, that's the first time I've said it probably in the last 10 years. Because of the name. So
yes,
pure.
It's not Jara.
Non Zara, but it's Jara Primary School. Yeah. Yes, we Jara. Yes.
So why do they call it Jara?
I don't know. Up until now, I still don't understand why they didn't find another name or whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we went to Jara Primary School.
Yes, from grade 1 up until grade 7.
Okay.
Yes.
So what did you get up to? Did you play football in primary?
Yes. I think when I was in grade 3, that's when I started to play football. There is Mr. Abrams. Mr. Abrams, I still remember by then he was a referee. Maybe he would commute to Masvingo, do his refereeing stuff. I don't know which level, was it in Division 1 or Division 2 or Premier League, but I still remember by then he was a referee. So he took it upon himself to start doing the coaching for us.
Or at school? No?
At school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was in.
He was a teacher.
He was a teacher.
Also a referee.
Yes, he was a referee. Yeah. So he started coaching us when I was in grade 3. I can safely say he's the one who picked me up, like to say, okay, fine, look, I think you can play as a goalkeeper.
Is it? But why don't I got you?
You know, I think it comes from when you play Chikweshe.
Yeah.
Even before you get to play at school. Yeah. I've always been a goalkeeper, I think, ever since before, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So he started by saying, okay, you can play as a goalkeeper, and I picked it up well. Yeah. So he was training us very well, nicely. But grade 3, you know, yeah, I was young by then, so I wouldn't command first team jersey.
Second team?
Yeah, second team. But, but what motivated me most was the fact that I was in grade 3.
Oh, yes.
Very young.
You're still young.
I think grade 3, about 10 years or so.
Yes, yeah. Very young. Yeah.
So, but still, I could even feel it that I think I'm getting there. So from there, I think when I was around grade 4, table was changed. I started playing like in the first team.
What on your first days?
Yes.
Grade 4?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So from grade 4, we would play the zonal competitions, district competitions, go to the provincials and nationals, but we never go beyond the provincials.
Yeah, okay.
But most of the time we do progress from zonal district, then we go to the province. Yes. Pamshana. Yes, Pamshana was always there. But I think that part was when I was now doing the high school football.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So by then we would play schools like that was primary. You see, that was primary, yes. But from grade 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now I could tell that I'm gonna have future in football.
Wow,
yes. Yes, not to wait for anyone to come and tell you that I think you're good. By myself, I could see that there is future. I still remember one day talking to my late sister, may I so rest in peace. We were so very close to each other. One day she was complaining about money. I don't know what was it. But then I went to her and I said, "Oh, you're complaining about money?
Don't worry.
Wait, don't worry. I know where to get money." I still remember that. I vividly remember that. Yes.
You confessed your own destiny.
You see.
Yes.
And I was young by
which
then.
is very good. Yeah.
I was young. And I said to her, "No, you know what? That's nothing. Relax.
Don't worry.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to get money out of football." Yes. And as fair to David, during her last days on earth, when she was sick, I had to use my savings, to take her to the hospitals and stuff and everything up until time.
Yeah, and that money that you promised was not working.
You see.
Yes.
And by then I was now playing for Dynamos.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I would take the savings, but it managed to help us in a way.
Yeah.
So
that was a good process.
Exactly.
For yourself.
Exactly. So, but still, we had good time from grade 3 to grade 7. I think that's where this whole career was shaped.
Yeah.
I would want to believe.
Mr. Abrams was right in the middle.
Yes. So I would say Mr. Abrams. Then there was a nearby school by the name Jaka. The competition was fierce.
Between Jara and Jaka.
Yeah. So there was Mr.
The names, man.
Yes, the names are very good. So there comes Mr. Mpedzi from that other school and his team. So every time we meet, there was commotion, like the whole village, like the whole district anyway.
Yeah, it will come to a standstill.
It will come to a standstill. Just 2 weeks before.
Yes.
Not on the day.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks before, just people knowing that
Game
Raguye. It was something else.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mpezi from this other school, he contributed much as well.
Okay.
Because we would at some point, the tricks, the primary, we beat this one, we combine. Now we're going to the province or whatever. You see. So I want to also give credit to him as well, because he played a pivotal role during that time.
Yeah.
So I think from that moment, we played a lot of. There was no junior league.
Yeah, it was more about school.
It was more about school because from when you are coming out from down like Mashingo there, Chibi there's no junior league to say.
There's nothing organized. So
that was where we would do our trainings and play games, and that's it. Yeah.
So high school.
So I did my grade 7. I passed there. Then my father was like, you see, he had his own police. Yeah. The only person that I'm taking to a boarding school. By then it
boarding drunk.
You see?
Yeah, that drunk was golden.
Exactly. Anenga pass and do what you need body.
Yes.
If you fail, it's not my problem. So it took us. Yes. You go back to local school. Yeah. So I enrolled at Chiba High School.
Oh, Chibi.
Yes, Chiba High School. Of late now.
Oh, people are
by then no. They
I know Chibi.
Yes.
I know Chibi. Yeah.
They didn't match in that regard. So I went to Chiba High School. I think Form 1, 2003. If I'm not mistaken. when I got there, what I didn't like was the fact that they didn't seem to really be one way dakuita shebora. You see, time you must put kumanya yebora inongosvika, they just do what's there, and there was no zeal to say, okay, fine, we are focusing on football and stuff. So it didn't go away with me. But because I was young, you can't really vent your frustrations to anyone. It's like it's within you, and that's it. You see, and you know, so Form 1, Form 2, there's nothing virtually. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately,
the time you were boarding school,
not even.
This time.
You see, so we play football when we are on holidays, when we go back Kumusha, and then we start playing football. So my father, unfortunately, my father died, I think, when I was in Form 2. Yeah. So you know how it is. Once the big man is gone, things start to go bad. And then my mom was like, you see, we are going to, you now have to go to a day school, which is now a secondary, which is next to Shara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's our home secondary school. Yes. Yeah, the name again. Danamombe. I don't know where they were getting these names. Danamombe Secondary School.
Who was in high school?
By then there was just a secondary school. Yeah. So when I left Jara, there were some other guys that I was playing with during that time.
Yeah.
So now, because they didn't go to other boarding schools, they just enrolled at Danamombe. You see. So, but then they were doing well at Danamombe, because Danamombe, again, Mr. Abrams was now at Danamombe.
Oh, okay, I graduated.
Yes, but he carried on with you see. Now, so these other guys whom I had left, they were now playing at Danamombe. And the community on Farabora, they love football. So it was bound to when I came back now, because I'm transferring.
Yeah,
I was very happy.
Yeah,
because now
you
see, I'm with my guys, and we're now starting to play football.
Yeah.
So Papa, as soon as I arrived at the school, you know, your Pombas coming from boarding school. I got there was this guy was the first choice. The very first day I arrived, he didn't come for training. That same day that I arrived, he did not come for training. He was told that. He was told that I'm here.
Okay, yeah.
I've arrived. So he didn't come for training. And I'm at the training ground. So from that moment, yes. So we had the players from primary. I was playing with Namo Lamek.
Oh, Namo Lamek, yes.
Yes. From primary.
Yeah.
Up until, yes.
Oh,
same
okay.
school.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
So the story goes, again, you'll be part of the story.
Okay, yeah.
We were, I think I can talk of about 5 guys. There was Namo Lamek, Brighton Majange, Mike Mavuto. Oh, you know, his young brother, Mavuto, was playing for Chapungu a few years back. I forget the first name. Okay. But those are the guys that I was playing with during that time. Yes. So there were a lot of guys, but I think they didn't get enough exposure. Quite a lot
very
of guys.
Good players.
Very good players. They didn't get exposure.
It's something that needs to change in Zimbabwean football. There's a lot of talent out there. We don't go down there to look for it. We don't have guys when the eye for talent. Sometimes they don't have that skill. They don't have. Because the proper techniques.
Yes.
So anosvika high school baby this one ana coach ball. But if he is coached well, This one. Those are going to Grabowski, man.
You see.
Grabowski was very good at identifying with each body jacket. So we don't have that in Zimbabwe.
Yes. And the problem also is now we want finished
product.
You see, we just want finished product.
We don't want to go deep.
We don't want to start from
find something
but
rough and say we can make
that's
this
where
one
you
good
can
plan.
get more talented players.
Yes.
You see,
that needs to be that needs to be done. Yeah.
We when I got back to Danamombe, we played so many matches. So now in the Sangana Neji.
Plus, I'm always never bored. I'm blessing in disguise.
Now you see, it was not working well there. Now I'm back at where
in your pond.
Exactly. Now I'm playing with my guys. We are playing, zonal football, district football, and sometimes we go to the provincials. Now we are meeting Pamshanas, the Deures. But then they would beat us like no man's business.
Because I'm not a manager.
You see? Yeah. So along the way, what then happened is, Mashungo United.
Yes.
Right. That was our dream, all of us.
Yeah, to play for
Mashungo United, Baba. That was our dream.
You know the point that you have brought now.
Yes.
I've said it because it's my dream. I think I posted it again about 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
That's my dream, to see a Premier League in Mashingo United, Kwekwe United FC, in a Karoi, in a Chipinge Gunners, in a Mtoko FC, in a Shurugwi Bombers,
exactly.
Una Superstars, wonderful. That kind.
Yes.
So man, I don't want the valley, surrounding areas. Anokura bullets.
Because it signifies because I feel like once I play for Mashingo United, I've made it because I'm representing whoever knows me in my community, my family, and everyone. And they've got this die-hard spirit where they'll say we can never let our team sink.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what we have.
Exactly.
You see.
Community, the whole community,
exactly.
The whole of Mashingo United.
Exactly. So Mr. Cornelius Munga Kago, who was by then he was the manager for Mashingo United.
For Mashingo United,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The dreadlocked.
Yes, I remember him.
Yes. So he happened.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Cornelius.
Yes, he is.
I remember.
Yes, the Rasta.
Okay. Yeah.
So he by then. He was a best friend to my brother, blood brother. So my brother was he's like Wakumane Mtown. Yeah, Tunas. Yeah. That was my brother, my cousin brother, Nomen Machingura, and Cornelius Munga.
Okay, they were friends.
Yes. They would. Mashingo is very small.
Yeah.
So if you go in there and you want to ask,
where's the Where's Ruby?
Yes. So Mashingo United had good leopards, right? So good leopards, they were training. They would use Mcheke High School for their training sessions. Who was the coach there? Mr. Coach Taurai Mangwiro.
Oh,
Blajek.
Oh, because he was a teacher there.
Yes. So Blajek was the coach during that time there. So
I coach a good.
I think good leopards.
Good leopards. Yeah,
I don't know if he was teacher at Mcheke or whatever, but
okay.
All I still remember
is he
was a teacher.
Yeah.
So he was the coach there. So my brother and Norman. They told Kago, Mr. Munga, to say, okay, fine, we've got a young boy here, down here. He's a very good player. Who they were talking about Lamek.
Namo. Oh, yes, yeah.
I've never met a talented guy like him my whole entire life.
Namo Lamek.
That guy, he had a deadly foot, like left foot.
Left foot,
He was very dangerous. So, yes, down there.
The
Lamek is 2 men down there. So, my brothers arranged that Lamek must go to Good Leopards for training because they want him to go to Pamshana.
Yeah.
Because Pamshana was Pamshana was feeding good leopards,
Oh yes. Oh okay. Yeah.
so to speak, right? So they wanted to take him to Pamshan. They wanted to take him to Pamshan,
okay. Yeah.
right? So, but before that, he must train with good leopards,
Good leopards. Yes.
right? So let's say, because Pamshana, what they used to do is, they would, let's say the schools are opening next week, the soccer guys will go 2 weeks before, earlier,
Yes, I remember. Yes.
right? So he had to train with the good leopards so that for those two for a week before, and then
Yeah.
yes. So now the thing is, I heard the stories, grapevine. I'm like, what's popping here? They want to take Lamek
Yeah.
to good leopards and go to Pamshana. And when everyone knew Pamshana was once you go to Pamshana, Barcelona, or to Madrid. You see, Saka, whenever we were playing, you would aim to go there. You see now, exactly. So I heard the news, and they want to take Namo to Pamshana. I'm like, okay, when is this happening?
Yeah.
So I figured out that he's going maybe tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, cool. On the day, I packed my bags. On the day, nobody spoke to me. I packed my bags.
Yeah.
The only person that I spoke to was my mom. I told her, I'm going with this guy. Where are you going? I said, I'm going with this guy. I did not inform my brother or my cousin or even Cargo. They didn't know. Because their deal was, Namola Meki must be taken to Good Leopards for training, and then Ozenda Ubamsha. So I joined. I followed. My brother is there. I arrived in Mashingo. He's like,
what are you doing here?
Go back to school. And no, I'm not going back anyway. So it was by force, though. It was by force. But he had no power to take me back. But he was like, because at that time, they didn't know what the future held. So he didn't really do much. So I stayed. So I started going to training to Good Leopards.
Ato, we're just going to go for a break. When you come back, I want to know what happened.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that kind of confidence.
Yes.
Even in real life,
yeah.
it works. Even in real life, it does work. Because I know one footballer, national team footballer.
Okay.
Player akawa ku national team. Kwenda zomutamba.
Yeah.
Kwenda zichi ku national team akaenda bag ragega. Team yake is where came. He came with his own bag.
No,
Pinda national akatoa training coach Nina can play. I'm playing overseas.
Nice.
I'm here to
confident.
Train. The trainer. I'm better at team akazotamba.
You see? So sometimes
I won't mention the name.
Yeah, of course.
When he comes here, I want him to come on to the show. Guys, just gonna go for a break. When you come back, we'll be talking more to Artwell Mukandi. But please don't ask me about that national team player who came with these bags. When he comes onto the show, you will know, because we will talk about it definitely. Yeah. Just don't move away. We'll be back in a moment.
Introducing the self-service portal. Nyaradzo has launched its very own self-service portal. This platform is available to Nyaradzo clients via the Nyaradzo Group website. Now you have your policy information readily available for your convenience. The self-care platform enables you to view your policy details, lives assured, policy plan type, and contact details. Edit your information, email, residential address, phone number, view your payment history, and outstanding balance. You are now able to make payments using mobile money platforms, EcoCash and One Money. You can get updated Sawira Berudi change rates. The portal also provides a summary of the product offerings under life insurance, which includes the 6-pack, Skull Pack, and SIP policies. You can get a quote on the different policy types and apply online. Visit nyaradzo.co.zw and enjoy autonomy in your interaction with Nyaradzo.
Yes, welcome back. In touch with the legend. We are in touch with Artwell Mukandi, former Kickloan, former Monomotapa, former Dynamo's goalkeeper. He's here telling us about his football journey. Yeah, but before we get into the second segment, I just want to remind you guys to go to our Facebook page and like the page, Zim Soccernet. Also go to our YouTube channel, Zim Soccernet, like the channel, and also subscribe to the channel so that we can always communicate with you, or we can send you the links whenever we have got some features on those platforms. But back to Artwell Mukandi, back to In Touch with Artwell Mukandi. You packed your own bags.
Yes, I packed my own bags, Baba.
Good FC. Good. When do you arrive?
Apparently, when I arrived in Mashingo, my brothers, then now they know.
Okay. But now you arrived in Mashingo, you over
Chibi is out of Mashingo, Baba. 45 to 50 kilometers. No, it's in Mashingo province.
Yeah,
right? But it's not in the Mashingo seat.
Oh, the seat. Okay.
That's another dimension again. You see where we come from. Very far, Baba. So it's like, yeah, no, Chibi is, when you are going to Chibi, it's like Mashingo, along Bedbridge Road, out of Mashingo, about 50 kilometers.
Oh,
yeah, that's around that area.
But in Mashingo province?
But this is in Mashingo province.
Because it's Mashingo city?
Mashingo city.
Because it's Mashingo province?
You see?
Oh, okay.
There's Mashingo province, then Chibi is the Chibi district.
Okay.
You see? So now you have to commute from Chibi to Mashingo city.
Oh, to the
city center.
Yes,
but the province is Mashingo province.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I arrived, now my brothers, they knew that okay, fine, I'm here. Yeah, it was during the holidays. Yes. Like just a few, maybe a week or so, 2 weeks maximum. Yeah. So the plan was, okay, fine, like you guys, Namo is supposed to go to Good Lepers for training. Now they had to arrange where he's gonna stay. So now because I'm there, we had to plan. Now we had to now I'm staying with my brother. I had to go to my brother's place. Now and also I was now with Namo. Yeah. We had to go to my brother's place. You see, because now they can't reverse. Yes. I'm already there. You see. So we go to training, come back, training, come back. Now the day to go to Pamshana, we pack our bags. We go to Pamshana. They had no option. They had no option. It was more like a scholarship. That was going to be the plan. It was more like a scholarship. So I had to go to, we go to Pamshana, and when we get there, the coaches at Pamshana, they have to assess us first. And then see if we can fit in.
Give you the
exactly. And then we so on the first day, we trained. Soon after training, they called us, both of us. So there's like, okay, fine, you need to contact your parents and whoever, and then notify them that they need to bring in your whatever books and stuff because now you're not gonna go back. Yes. Wow. So starting tomorrow, you need to train knowing that you're not going back. Wow. So we just needed a day to convince the coaches. Yeah. Not a day per se, just one training session in particular. Yes. Out of a group of, I think we were about 20 something new players. Yeah. So we trained there, we got our scholarships, and then from there we now that's was now form 4. That's what I think form 4 first term. Okay. Yeah, I think form 4 first term. Yeah. Then I enrolled there. We started playing there. But Baba, that was something else. Yeah. I had never seen in my whole entire life. The coaches, we had Mr. Makamba as the head coach, Mr. Jaka also as the assistant, and Mr. Makau as the assistant, who would also double as the head coach for the under-17s. So I think those 3 guys, our sportsmaster, Mutono or something like that. But also, we should give credit to the then headmaster, Mr. Maduku.
Yes, Mr. Maduku had a Bora.
Yes, I want to believe he played a very pivotal role. Because if he had not given the support to the coaches and in fact to the whole program, I don't think we would have got the opportunity.
Yeah, also. Because he was also part of the provincial structures
for quite some time.
Even national structures.
Yes, for quite some time.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he was a very passionate man.
Big time. So we played there at Pamshana, I think I had the best time of my life there. I still remember we played so many games. I don't even remember, but we played with Simba Stole was also there.
Okay, yeah.
Patrick Kumbula was also there.
Big names.
Big names. You can even think of Gabriel Nyoni.
Yes.
Was also there.
And who was this? The one we have caps. What was it? What's his name? I ran left. What was his name?
Mahori. Takuzo Mahori.
Yes, you know,
Takuzo Mahori.
Mahori.
Yeah, he was a youngster by then.
Oh, he was younger.
But still, we would play with him.
Oh, yes,
He was also there.
Yes.
There's quite a number of players. The other, we also had some other guys who didn't really get the chance to blossom going up, but quite a good talent there.
Players, yeah.
So many players. We can talk of, there was one by the name Wilbert Magunje. I think he had his brother, used to play for, is it Bible or something back there? Pamshana, we would play Visas Deure, Mashingo Krisheni, even when we go to play the Nash soccer games, we'd meet Chechu and Prince Edward. But during that time, those were small boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even during our time when we were at Pamshana, Baba, they would know that Pamshana is coming.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are winning because during that time we even won the M&H. That my first time to be goalkeeper of the tournament, M&H under 17. That was being sponsored by Mr. Mashamanda, the now Mashwede. Yes, M&H under 17. We won that one in Tare. I was voted goalkeeper of the tournament then. That was the national.
Yeah.
We also played the Coca-Cola under 20s. We also won that one.
That Coca-Cola, I say, how exactly, who came with the idea of taking Coca-Cola from the under 20
to under
50?
That was, in my own opinion, that was very.
What was that?
That was very bad because they killed
the development of
yes,
football.
They killed it.
They killed football.
I think they killed it because
from under 15, these kids sing. We don't know where they go.
Exactly.
But they at under 20, it was competitive.
Very much competitive.
Very big tournament.
Exactly.
Even the coaches, full-time senior PSL coaches,
they would go.
Would converge.
Exactly.
To the Coca-Cola under 20 tournament.
Exactly.
To plug out players. Players were picked from there, straight from the under 20 tournament to play in the Premier League.
This is why I'm saying. I never go to play in the Division 1, Division 2.
You see?
When I wrote my A-levels, I only stayed at home for a week. And then the next week I was signing for Kiklon.
You're actually explaining exactly what I was saying. What I'm saying. I know Coca-Cola.
Yes.
When we were still at school, it
yes.
was still Coca-Cola under 20.
Yes.
We knew when we were playing at Churchill in the provincials, we knew coaches.
Exactly.
Coaches would pick a player.
They would
from
come
there,
pick exactly.
Straight
Premier League.
Either reserve side or first team.
Yes.
To end up my nationals.
And also, from the Coca-Cola, the good thing was the national team coach, he would have options. Under 20 for the young warriors.
For the young warriors, they would pick from there.
The starting point.
Exactly.
They would pick, and also from that time, if I still remember correctly, I think it was more of a policy, or it was more of coaches' choices, though. Then to say, if the national team, under 17 team for the young warriors and the under 20s, the young warriors again, you'd have players from clubs, but you must have players from school.
From the school.
From schools, especially the winning.
Yes.
If Pamshana wins the under 20 trophy, if the national team is coming for the under 20s, he must also have at least one or two players.
It was happening naturally.
Naturally, though, yeah.
Because coaches will be there. when it's a national under 20, my national team coaches will already be there. They will start going. My provincial,
Yes.
provincial tournaments.
Yes.
Panozoenda kuma nationals kuita polish up
1 or 2
takamona kuma province kuita takamona but at home national team.
Exactly.
And before you know it, this boy is already playing for a professional club.
Professional club.
My players anga kutotamba.
Yes.
Under 20 level vanenge kutotamba.
Kutotamba ku club kwake.
From that, then they took it away. Then they took it to under 15. It just. I'm
now
not saying it's bad.
No, it's lost the vibe and the flair is gone.
Even their name.
Yes.
Coca-Cola tournament. We are going to, but akazotoro akatamba under 15. We forget about him.
Exactly.
Anozobudikira ku Manika Diamonds. Zitare kuti akabva Coca-Cola.
But you know, during that time, especially when I was still at school, Coca-Cola was like instead of me having my name behind me, we were carrying like Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, because a lot of things that we would do, especially for me, you know, I even went to Brazil during that time because of Coca-Cola. We went to Brazil, the Brazilian Football Academy, something like that. We stayed there. It was me and Leonard Fiado.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we went to the training camp. So a lot of things happened through Coca-Cola. And our careers were also shaped by that. But now, it's a different story. It's a different story. So from the from the under 17s, we also that's my first year at Pamshana. We won the under 17. We won even local. There were also local tournaments that would be sponsored by other prominent businessmen. I would want that one, Chigois and all other stuff. We then the following year we also played the Coca-Cola under 20. I was voted goalkeeper of the tournament. We won that one. We also played national youth games. The national youth games. By then it was if you qualify just to be in the team for the national youth games, you would have made it.
Yeah.
We went there. We won again. I was voted the goalkeeper of the tournament. So
your star was
by then.
Right already.
Yeah, by then I never had a tournament or a competition that I would play and not end up being the best goalkeeper.
Wow.
It was becoming boring for
the others.
Yes, and also they knew.
Wait a second, when David was did it, the flyer.
You know,
what was your strength?
My strength. I think first and foremost, I had too much confidence. Yeah. Like if I look at other players, I'll be like, you see, there's nothing. So, Form 4, we wrote our exams, and then something happened. I went back home. Now, because of the national under 17 games that we had been playing, Mr. Artwell Mukandi, he started tracking me down.
Yeah.
So he picked me up, and then he was like, "Come to my house." Then I went to stay at his place.
Where?
Shurugwi. Yes, he was a teacher there at Chrome High School, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we stayed there, and his plan was, I'm taking you to Harare United.
Oh,
so
yes.
So I stayed there, and then he brought me to Harare United.
Oh.
Then now, when I arrived here, now I'm in Harare. When I arrived here, I had to be taken to the Agatha Shenet. Yes. So now I'm training. This is when I was introduced to Coach Nyauma.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, Shumba.
Shumba.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to get proper goalkeeping stuff.
Goalkeeping training.
Yeah. That was another turning point. Yes. Yeah, you do train the senior team, but of course. Yes. Suppose we were. Sometimes we train together.
Okay, yeah.
So this is where I also get another turning point of my career, because I was now getting proper guidance and coaching. So from there, takazoti tiri ku Agatha ikoko tutamba tuma games tutaitamba, because yanga iri feed the club yechi Harare United, and the things were flowing very well. And towards kuti ma results akuda kubuda O level, Mr. Zenga was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna take you to Mount Pleasant High School. Then you enroll there. That time I got a call from my Pamshana. They called, Mr. Madugu called me and say, okay, the results are coming out now. You need to, wherever you are, you need to come back. So I had to wait for A level. So I had to wait. Doing that group. Yeah. But whichever decision that I took at that time was right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I decided, okay, fine.
So what did you choose?
No, I went back.
You went back?
I left even my bags. I went back because it was not agreed that I should go back. I just left.
So you want to go home?
Because I've been here in Harare, like,
yeah.
Then I was like looking at my development. Okay. Now I realized that maybe if I go back there, I've got because apparently the other thing that made me go back was the approach from Pamshana, because it was not about football.
Okay.
They would want you to do well in academics. Okay. You see, so but I didn't get that. Yes, I didn't see it. You see, of course, yeah, on the twins and yes. So on the
you were in good hands.
You see,
even Malajile wasn't.
Yeah, I think he was there, but
was also
yes. So I think I mean from the Agatha, like when they wanted us to go to Mount Pleasant,
yeah.
My own assessment or judgment was I didn't feel like this is what I felt.
Yeah.
With so much respect to them, but I mean,
yeah, I understand.
That's what I felt personally. Now, let me go back to Pamshana. They focusing on football as much as they are focusing on academics. So I went back. Got there, we started playing, and as I'm saying, it was my book, then ku ground, my book, and then ku ground. Yeah. So, but I takadzurova mdara.
Yeah.
Ataidzurova. Afana ise marara vaitoziva kuti vaitoziva kuti Pamshana kana takuenda mucompetitions kune vakomana veve. Ataidzurova. And by then, this is when I was now playing for the national team, the young warriors.
Under 20.
Yes, under 20s. So I would come to and by then now the national team yangaina na Ovid Karuru. Na at life Mavundi from Mashungo United. So each time the national team is called, they should travel and now imagine from school. So we had to talk about national team. National team we had also the players. Team yedu susengaida na anakama knowledge msona. Lingo Njasia.
You under 20.
Yes.
Oh, you in that team.
Yes.
That team was supposed to go to the
Olympics. Exactly. That's very true.
You were supposed to go to the Olympics. You were in the team there as a Jiwa under 20 to South Africa. In South Africa, I think it was now under 23.
That was under 23. The other 20
knowledge na kama pulled out of that team.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest mistake.
So we had the Artwell Mukandi.
Yes, that team could have gone to the Olympics.
Yes. So I would drive from Mashungo, come join the camp. Then once we're done, we go back to school.
But I wasn't out Premier.
No. But these are the guys who were playing for some of them Premier, some of them Division 1, Division 2. Yes. But coming from Mashungo, we never had that opportunity because it was all about there was no that junior that kind of setup. You see. So I then we played I think I was now doing Form 5. Yes. Takatamba mamiji zakawanda chaizvo and taita it is school like my bore kuchikora. I forget. I don't know how many gold medals. You see, and I want to believe this is where, as a nation, we have lost it, and we're getting it wrong, because if I was to count the number of gold medals that we won during that time when I was just playing at school.
Still, yeah.
I can won this.
Tournament.
You see, now you can't even know. Okay, we're going to the nationals. We're going to face a team to Tambanana Mzlikas. Yeah, you know Mzlikas. There's Joe Ngozo there. okay, we're playing Chechu. Okay, there's Leonard Viado, guys. Who's going to Tom Maka said?
Yeah.
If it
you see,
exactly. Oh no, man. So titles that okay, if we're going to play Mutare Boys High. Mutare Boys High. Guys, there's a guy. Let's talk one. Dumbura. Who's pay what some group in my teams guys? How are we going to? You see. But now I don't think
they killed it.
You see,
they killed
yeah, exactly.
So how did you end up at Kiglon?
Okay, so I did my Form 5 and Form 6 at Pamshana. So as soon as we had done our A levels, just about a week or two later, I just got a call from Mr. Socha Minuga.
Oh, okay.
He was in Mashingo there. Then he's like, direct me. I want to come to your house. So I gave him the directions. He come. Then he picked me up. Went straight to the bus. Harare. How are we going? How is this going to pan out? No, we are going to Kiglon. Then I arrived, just training 2 days. The coaches were like, no, let's give him a contract.
Who was coaching you there?
Mr. Collins, the late, is it late? Collins Mahara.
Yes,
he's late, right?
Late, yeah.
Yeah, may so rest in peace. Yeah.
Good friend of mine. He used to come to my house in South Africa almost regularly.
So it was him
Colin Mahara is late.
and Mdara Jongwe.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
okay,
it was him and Mdara Jongwe.
Okay.
And also Mr. Isocha Minoga as well. So those were the guys there.
The coaches.
Yes. So I trained just a few days and they were like, okay, we are signing him. But this is direct from school.
From school.
Yes.
That's what we're lacking now.
Mm-hmm.
We're lacking now.
Because you can't just this is where now I had better exposure and I was getting a little bit of experience. Because once you play for the national team in Egypt there, you cannot come here and be afraid of playing for Kiglon or Gwanzura. You see, so we were getting a bit of exposure. So it didn't really give me problems to sign for a team in Premier League.
Then you just signed
in Kiglon, yes.
And that's how you
started my Premier League career going upwards.
Let's just go for a break. When we come back, we want to know the first game.
Okay.
The very first game we played for Kiglon. Guys, don't move away. We've got Artwell Mukandi in the studio. We're just going to go for a break. When we come back, we talk about his Premier League debut right here on In Touch with the Legend. Don't move away.
Zaganaka, Aywa, Zaganagana, Aywa, so we don't, so let us send Aywa, Jaruga, Abumira Besu, Mira Bandore, to Mira Bagao, Mira Bandore, to Mira Bagao, Zaganaka, Aywa. Zaganagana, Aywa, Ndagakara Ndogut, Aujamira, Abajina Nogunet, Anabata Wariket, Bajina Nogumut, Anabata Wariket, Zaganaka, Aywa, Zaganagana, Aywa, so we don't, so let us send him. Abumira Besu, Mira Bandore, to Mira Bagao, Mira Bandore, to Mira Bagao, Zaganaka, Aywa, Zaganagana.
Welcome back In Touch with the Legend. We are in touch with the legend indeed. Artwell Mukandi, former Kiglon, former Monomotapa, former Tianamos. Yes, we are talking about former. We know about Kiglon is just joined Kiglon. So I don't know former. I don't understand that. These are my teams. What happened in those teams? So your first game at Kiglon. How did you come about?
Hey, it was. You know what happened? Ronald Mdim, the late, may so rest in peace. Ronald Mdim was the first choice goalkeeper. So I was his understudy.
Oh, that one I triangle.
Yes. I was deputizing him, but I had advantage. You go to the Itamba national team, so I would go to the under 20, under 21s. So that's where I was getting game time.
Yeah.
So it happened that there was a little bit of the money issues, money issues. So Ronnie didn't come for training. Him knowing very well that he's the first choice. So if he starts demanding his dues, they should give him, because obviously I'm still young too.
You're still young, yeah.
Yes. But then what happened is Dara Jongwe said, okay, you know what? This is what is happening. That's the situation. And the game is tomorrow. So, young, you're going to start. There's the first match in Julwadzim, Pate Bridge, down there. Yes. So when they played that match, as fate as it would have it, I was the man of the match.
Wow.
Yeah, on that, my first Premier League match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we drew. I can't remember. I think we drew that match, but I was the man of the match.
Yeah.
That's when it all started, because from there I never looked back. I think I went on to play. Ron came and he had to sit on the bench. I think for the next 6, 7, 8 games.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to sit on the bench, and until the coaches know seniority, they would at some point then sort of yeah. So we went on to up until the season end, and then because of monetary issues, of course, yeah. Mr. Manguiro was now the coach of Monomtapa. Him being also the coach national under 20s, so he knew me. So he was like, no, you should come and join. Then I went to Monomtapa, signed a contract, 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So played my first year. I think in the first year I didn't play because we had Tapio Mafunga. Tapio Mafunga, and also remember Munoz was just coming out of the Champions League. They had won the league. So they had just come out of the Champions League campaign, yes. So they had very good goalkeepers because they had prepared. They were playing the Champions League. Yes. So I joined there as a young boy, but in that first year, I think I played only 1 match. Yeah. And then the next season, that's when things started changing. Now I was getting stronger. I was playing here and there. But on the final season, the 3rd season, I think this was 2000 and was it what? 2012. 2012. This is where things started happening. That Monomtapa, we played. I think we played the Mpada Diamonds Cup up until we got into the final, where we played Dynamos.
In the final.
Yes, in the final. But I think that whole year, I was in top form. The whole year, yes, I was playing. Like I was commanding first team Jays. I was in top form. This is leading to me going to sign for Dynamos.
Oh,
yeah.
After
that year.
Contract expired.
Yes, the contract was expiring, and also I was in top form.
Yes.
And then offers were coming left, right, and center. I still remember the match that we played. Oh, that's the same way. The year that we beat that high-flying Highlanders with Coach Kayindu, the one that was going for 23 unbeaten.
That time 21.
21. Yes.
You were the
yes. Yeah, we were just hitting them right, left, and center. On that year, Baba, because what happened is they took us to Wange to play the quarterfinals. And they said it's a neutral venue. And Boso, us versus Boso, how can it be a neutral venue in Wange?
Yeah.
Because Boso, we were coming from Harare, but we beat them 3-2 there. The next weekend we're playing league game here. And if we beat Highlanders here, Dynamos will win the league.
Oh yeah.
And Highlanders was on 21 unbeaten.
And you beat them?
3-0. I think 3-0, right? At Rufaro. So that year we were just... we were flying high. And then we went for the same final. I think that's one of my most memorable games. Versus FC Platinum at Sakuva. That was same final. We beat FC Platinum there. And I was man of the match on that match again. So from that, and then we played Dynamos in the final, Mbada Diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that match also was also another highlight of my career. Though yes, we lost. I think 2-0. Yeah. But I think personally, I applied myself very well, and I still have those clips, and I played. I'm always watching them. Yeah. So that same year, that's when I was starting to get massive offers. Islanders calling, Cape United are calling, Dynamos are calling, and
when did you choose Dynamos?
Okay, talking of the Chazunguza, I think truth be told, Chazunguza 7 million. Baba. No, it wasn't a fun. I have always been
the pride in your voice when you say Chazunguza.
Chazunguza. No, because I then got to be. They initiate you, those people. They initiate you, Baba. You come from, because in Ine, I was even up to today. I love Yuna. It's no longer there, but I still.
Yeah, it must come back.
Yeah, because
these are the teams that are not supposed to.
It hurt me that.
Wange, Yuna.
You see.
Tanganda,
yes. They must come back.
These teams they have to come back.
Yes. So I had to sign for Dynamos because with my manager, Mr. Gibson Mahaj, now my manager by then.
Was your manager
yes,
by that time,
yes. So we sat down but he gave me the platform to choose.
Okay.
And I felt my career would do better if I joined Dynamos. Yes. So I chose Dynamos. So, but the thing is, when I arrived at Dynamos, the first thing that they told me is, we don't lose to Cape United.
Really?
We don't lose to Cape United. Yeah, it's this is where the difference. That's where you see. That's where the difference is.
Oh yeah.
You see, always, you join Dynamos, they will tell you that
we don't lose to Caps.
You don't lose to Caps. And the moment they are telling you this, you feel it.
Yeah.
That we don't lose to Caps. And it got into me that, okay, fine. Here's the thing. I'm joining Dynamos, and we will not lose to Caps.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the initiation is it's because Caps United, yes, they know it's supposed to be kind of like natural. It's supposed to come with the
it's natural. We must beat Dynamos.
But
no,
yeah.
you need.
That initiation
I always remember. I always remember Mr. Murabe. When I arrived, he was still playing. Baba, that man. When it comes to like Dynamos, I learned a lot. And you just look at you and say, Mfanan, here we don't lose to Cape United. So the way you do things or lead the guys, I kupa that spirit yokuti. This is Dynamos.
Yeah.
Even Pausha Vabana, it will be hard for you really to do tanzi. Anchatamba andikwanisi kuisupport ndakutambira imwe team asina basa nayo unosara uneka ublue kamwe unosara uneka ublue kari maurizo. So I think that's where the difference is kuti some of these teams avasikuve would you say former players or players anenge akuretire agarisa pateam pavo anokwanisa kuti those incoming players they drill them.
Yes.
To understand we don't lose to Cape United, we don't lose to Islanders. Maona manje. Saka, when I signed for Dynamos, I think it's another highlight of my career because you get to have unaona mdara salary yanga ira $100 ga.
Yeah,
3 mono ziyavyanza mfano ngwakuwa na 6 wire.
Yeah.
Zinoka kuchinja. But street
Dynamo.
Mdara Chazunguza. Hayo zvinotombosheka mawozi. So but ndakaenjoya zvangu my time at Dynamos. I enjoyed it because we won. I think we won my championship. I think I had about 2 consecutive with Coach Callisto.
Coach Callisto.
Yes. And in terms of my trophies, ataka winner, my medals I can't count. Plus beside that, Dynamos will play every final.
Yeah.
During that time, we would
Yeah,
play
I think,
every
yeah.
final, unless otherwise, but every final would be there.
I see.
So I don't even remember the number of medals that I have. I got one this and also when we joined I also played in the CAF Champions League.
Yeah, I was
also.
about to ask you Champions League. How was
Yes.
it playing in the Champions League?
It was a very good experience. Very good experience. You know, just by traveling, boost your confidence. At the same time, the challenges that comes with playing with those foreign teams.
What are some of the challenges?
I think one, you need to be very strong mentally. You need to be very strong mentally because it's very hostile when you go out there. Very hostile. And also my issues, my traveling arrangements. Sometimes they can just frustrate you when you are playing in Africa.
Where do you think it was most hostile? What happened?
I think in Tunisia, when we went to Tunisia, there was a time when you get to the airport and there are a lot of delays, Baba. And you're tired, you need to rest. The game is probably there a day after or tomorrow. So
pizza.
yes, and also food, you have to adjust because the kind of food that you eat there sometimes the my teams are my advanced team anoenda prepare the food so those also and also other things are weather sometimes because kutunisia takambo challenge case kwambo na snow pa Zimbabwe une kusina kamdara apana snow usika kuya and mukona manje apa mukutraina ka snow saka obviously miri yedu inoreacta zvakasiyana amwe anorwara amwe anosisa saka those are some of the
But I think it's
challenges.
actually better snow than
heat, yeah.
The heat
Heat,
we are experiencing the heat now.
Yes.
You heat in West Africa,
Exactly.
North Africa,
Yeah. Even in Mozambique also I had challenges heat when I signed for Liga Msulmana.
Also you played for
Liga Desportivo de
what happened?
Maputo.
How did you end up there?
Okay, I when my contract expired for Dynamos, they wanted me to renew. But you know, as a football player, you need also to give yourself some challenges.
New challenges.
Yes, I had a good time. So I felt like it was time for me to move to... Yeah. So I moved to...
How did that come about?
Okay, it was just Mr. Mahachi, my manager then, he called me and said, okay, fine. So we are moving to Mozambique, Maputo. And I went there. The deal was struck. When you get there, Baba... This is where you see just Mozambique, but the level of professionalism there is very different.
Yeah, we heard about Washington told us about Mozambique as well.
You see?
Pakamisa.
Oh, Washi was there.
Oh, he was there that time as well.
Yeah, no. Yeah. When I went there, you had just left.
You had come back.
Yes.
But
Baba,
he told us
just by Mozambique. Dara, you go crazy. You know, and I was told, okay, fine, you're signing for 1 year. Okay, how much are we agreeing? If I don't agree on the figures, the man was put on the table. I got my man. No questions, no what. Yes. The guy was very professional.
That's why
very professional. You would only concentrate on football. Yes, exactly. So when I get there, just the offices in Dara, you feel that okay, fine, now this is football. But we are talking of Mozambique. What if I go to Spain? I know what you mean. We spoke about it on ZFM Radio as well, ZFM Sport a few days ago. That we are not making deliberate effort to glamorize football in Zimbabwe. To make football glamorous so that people want to play football and associate themselves with football. Yes, companies want to associate with football. A company, we gave an example. We gave an example of Ngeze Platinum. They're now in the Champions League. They can actually play a big role in changing football in Zimbabwe by just deciding to make a decision. Here at this club, the minimum we are giving our players is 2,000 or 2,500. Yes. For our players,
that will attract a good footballer from Zambia.
They
It will
will
attract
come.
a good footballer from Malawi, from Namibia, or
Yes.
even a young good footballer from South Africa can actually come and play for Ngezi
Yes.
in West Africa, so that they can actually have maybe 5 foreign best players that they actually have to make it strong. And some
Make
of
it
the
strong.
teams, they can actually see how, and they, by so doing, it changes
Just
the way they
the-
treat players.
Exactly.
And the local players, when they know we're now getting 2,500 minimum.
Zvinotochinja even the view yeligi yese.
Exactly.
Even my
The
teams
league
vamwe
will
ari kuuya
change.
anoyachiwisa mari mubhora.
Exactly.
More.
Even the companies will start saying, well, this is serious football.
Exactly.
So they have that. But if we
You know,
just stay and say,
Mozambique, that club, the owner, he's got his own stadium. If you have to train in that stadium, you don't need those ties to say, okay, if I will have and stuff.
Yeah.
The loan is top
Yeah.
notch. And when I arrived, I was told he had the guy who managed a loan. He came from, I think, Wits.
we are from, because basically school,
You
there's a
see?
school for Nigiri.
Yeah, so that would come.
When I graduate, Nigiri,
Kudzidza icho zvezvo.
horticulture,
Chichichi.
there's got some name. They want to me. Uswa
Yeuswa chete. Exactly. Saka-
Degree rinoitwa pavheti
Yeah.
reuswa chete. That's why the vet staff
Iri top notch.
wait ngurutambira mupute.
So the Mozambique part, we had a good time there. Even because you get there, you get a unovapuwa mota, unovapuwa imba. Yeuka.
Wow.
Muri yako mudhara wobvunzwa family yawafa ndoti no handisaine contract kana madam vasati vasvika panapa nemadhoni. So okay fine, matickets aya vari kukwira mangwana wosvika wosaina contract saka maputo zvese mudhara. Saka I had a good time. We didn't win the league. I think we lost by a point. We finished the 3 seconds, and then we won my local cups. We won, and then after the season end, I think I said, okay, fine, I'm returning back because apparently there were changes on the ownership here, the club. I think the president was, I don't know, but I think the president was just changing hands or something like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be paid less than what I was getting. My adjustment, because they were not focusing on junior football mostly.
Okay, yeah.
So I had to come back. So, but when I came back, unfortunately, I got injured, and it was a little bit difficult for me to get. I got a knee injury. Yeah, this I think meniscus something.
Yeah.
So I came back, and I was like, I think it's time to hang up my boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you announce or
I decided not to announce for a reason.
Yeah, why?
Because I felt like in my mind I was like, no, this will pass and I'll come back. So if I announce, it is gonna give a bad picture. Let me hold it back. Then I hold it, but it went on to I got assistance from a lot of people. There is one, Mr. Tikiwa, from Out Media. Yeah, with alongside with Mr. Desmond Maringwa in Faz. They took me to South Africa for
operation.
yes. But when got there, the doctors were like, no, we can't do operation because you've got stage 1 and we can't go against the norms there. Just to go back and last. And I came back and it didn't change. So I felt like, no, I think it's a sign, maybe it's a signal. I should be grateful for where I came from, what it has gave me.
Yeah.
And I think it's high time that I should hang up my boots.
Then
Yeah.
you decided.
Yeah.
To hang on. So what did you decide? When after hanging up, do you want to be a coach?
Okay.
You wanted to get into business?
I didn't
What
want,
did you have
at
in
that
mind?
point in
That
time,
time,
I
yeah.
didn't want to have anything to do with football.
Oh.
Because I felt like I wasn't mad to say, but I think I was not, okay, fine, I had so many questions.
Oh, yeah.
Because I felt like I should have gone beyond where I got. You see, so I was hurt. Okay, I think I was hurt. Yeah. So it took me maybe a year or two to start maybe going to watch a football match at Rufaro or wherever. So I started doing. I started a company that focuses on electrical gadgets, solar systems, the installations of residential and commercial buildings. So I started like from scratch, build it up. Now we are doing some very big projects as well.
This is good.
It's all but now I've trimmed it down to focus on renewable energy.
Okay.
So we now do mostly solar installations for, like I said, residential household companies, and it's been a very good journey,
and then
so to speak.
For me, when you say you didn't want to have anything to do with football, but this has got football in it.
Yes.
In some way. Because
now I'm seeing actually in a big way.
In a big way.
Yes.
That's where a lot of us former footballers don't realize that there are people out there who are ready to partner us as former footballers.
Yes.
But we don't show up.
Yes, we don't show.
We don't give them the platform
and
to come
also
and partner us.
we are not willing to come out in the open to say, okay, fine, I'm offering this service. Or I'm selling A, B, C, D. Yeah. You see, because no one is gonna come and give you money just to say, okay, my friend, offer $5. Offer a service or sell something.
Then they will come
and support you.
Yes.
You
so
see?
Now that's where football comes in.
Yes.
In a big way.
Because
those are the Ramos fans.
Yeah, look, because now if I tell you
they change.
Yes.
No. But when you're now in this situation,
because
I'm a football fan.
Because
These
look,
football people.
We have got the Warriors. Yeah. If you go to the Warriors, you're no longer a Cape United player, you're no longer a Dynamos player. And if you're a Zimbabwean, you support the Warriors. Yeah. So once you have played for the Warriors or associate yourself with them, you have got every guy wanting to help you, because they won't look at you as a Dynamos son.
Yeah, it's a football.
They will look at you as like our look. I'll give an example. For the late George, everyone was sad. Be it a Cape United, Dynamos, Highlanders, everyone said, because he played for the Warriors, for the national team. You see, so I'm saying, if people can come together for someone who has done something for the national team, they can also do it for you. But we've got people that are not willing to come and show themselves and let people know that they are doing ABCD. They're doing ABCD. So how are they going to support you? You can network.
With.
You see,
this is
they won't look at the fact they go to Uruwe Dynamos or Uruwe Capes. They will just come and support.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is exactly what we actually don't have as my former footballers, that we need to come out and show what we are doing. Been here on touch with the legend. Come here.
Yes.
Like now.
Yeah, because if I tell you something, Dara, the amount of clients that I have were cover or were kubva ku masupporters the Capes, Dynamos, Islanders, Wakawanda, and I've got I get a lot of referrals from those people. And unotodza komu nachifona mfano wangu nowati wakamundrovera bhora pakati hana mboya ndi kusupport muri kuona. Okay, fine, this row system padeni pangu ano system ida mari yakati aiwa, don't tell me about the figure shamari. I'm here to support you. I don't want a discount. Just do all I need is a proper job done here, you see. So by so doing, we earn a living.
So well done. So Zimsokanet Kanatakus is our solar system, but my offices. We know where to come to.
Yeah, definitely. Mashford Green Energy. We are situated at number 106 Chinoi Street.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are doing my installations countrywide. Chero mukafuna muri Rwanda anytime toshika. Anytime toshika.
Well done. You attended also the funeral at George Chigoa. How was it? How was it?
Wow, George, may he so rest in peace. We work together, Dynamos. it was sad to lose George, especially at that age. George was a very good guy, very gentle. And Ninangu personally, I thought maybe he was going to come back for the Warriors, especially now the Warriors are back in action. And losing him at this stage, I think we lost as a nation.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we lost as a nation, and it was very painful to go down there in Chivu and be able to bury our brother. It was very painful, and he left behind a very young family as well. Yeah. So there's nothing we can do though, but it was sad.
Yeah,
very sad.
These things do happen, but we can only thank also Nyaradzo Group Funeral Services for coming through for George and providing a top A-class funeral and burial for him. Thank you so much, Nyaradzo, for that service. When we came in, you were talking about I heard you were talking about Tawanda Mcheke. His son is supposed to be going for an operation in India. How far is it gone? I heard it's supposed to be 8 January.
Yeah. So I also heard about the news from a friend. Yeah. And then I got an article, I think, that was flooded in the newspapers.
Yeah, I read about it on Star FM.
Yes. Yeah. So I called him. There were contacts there. Up until that day, I never in contact with him. Oh, okay. So I called him. I said, I read through this. What's happening? So he also explained it to me that, okay, I'm going through a situation. So I said, no, look, I wanted to ask you if it's okay for me to put this on my social platforms and see maybe you can get 1 or 2 people coming in to help you. Yeah. So he said, no, at this point in time, I don't care where the help is going to come from. All I need is to at least get help and be able to get the operation done. So I flighted, I put on WhatsApp, Facebook, and trying to at least to get a little help. Then I got a call from the guy, Mr. Tikiwa from CFM. He said, okay, look, I saw this. How true is this? I said, okay, I think I spoke to the guy. It's a very serious issue.
That's how we got to Star FM.
Yes.
So I also heard about it. So he says that he's left with, he has got about 6,000.
He said he's raised about 6,000 USD. And he wants to get to 20,000.
It's a heart problem.
Yes.
He needs a heart condition
for his son.
Operation for his son.
Yes.
In India. So he said the deadline is 8 January. He must be operated before the 8th of January.
Yes.
So guys, if you're out there, if you can find any ways that you can help Tawanda Macheke, we've got his numbers that are down on the screen. You can get in touch with him and see how you can help him if you want. I think with Inbox, EcoCash,
all those platforms,
those monetary platforms, you can actually help his son. He has now managed to raise $6,000, and he is looking to raise $8,000 before the 8th. $20,000 before the 8th of January. So any help can do, any dollar counts. But I have a question. He's playing for Maninga Diamonds.
Yes.
Maninga Diamonds. I was thinking, maybe, I don't know. Okay. That's just me.
Yeah,
thinking,
you are right. You see,
can Maninga Diamonds come in and just give him the 20? Yes, give him the $20,000.
Okay. You know, when I
go for this operation and maybe make a deal
with him.
Because you are here
I
for
thought
life,
maybe
sign a life contract or something.
Exactly.
Something like that. I mean, it's your advance signing on fee or something like that.
Yeah. When I spoke to him, I also wanted to ask him along those lines, but I felt like maybe it's a bit personal, maybe it's not the right time to. But I felt,
or maybe never even approached
you see, yes, but I thought maybe Maninga Diamonds is a very big company. This is a very serious issue, and especially considering the time frames that are left. Maybe we don't know what the club and him have done or say. We're not sure of that. But
no, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because he just said he's got 6,000.
Yes, but we don't know where the 6,000 came from.
Got the 6,000,
but the figure that he's looking for, 20,000. I feel 20,000 is a bit huge, especially for a player that is playing locally. To raise that amount is
You need to
very.
raise through
It's a
donations,
mammoth task for him to get that one. So I thought maybe if the club was to say, okay, look, come here, you've been playing. I don't know if he was playing. We can sign you a life contract, or maybe we can give you in advance of you sign a 2-3 year contract. We give you in advance now, so you can get to get an operation for your son. I don't think he would say no, because at this point in time, all he wants is the operation of his son. So we don't know. Maybe Manica Diamonds, maybe they've helped him already, or
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, it was just us.
Yes.
Talking. But anyway, to finish off, this is about Artwell Mukandi.
Yes.
In your career, who do you think is the best ever player that you played with as a teammate?
Okay. That's a
okay, now to be 5.
Okay, 5. Okay, fine. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I would single out Namolamek as we started from. I think he was one guy, even up in the at some point I think he went to be on the Soccer Stars.
Yes,
I think that was proof enough to show that.
What you're talking about.
Yes, and I can also talk about we used to call him Paymaster, because if he doesn't do his thing, Ronald steal.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
No. Yeah. Rooney. Yeah, Rooney was
number 3.
Yeah. Let me talk about Shakira. Joseph Kamwendo.
Oh, Joseph Kamwendo.
Yeah.
What about Joseph Kamwendo?
Yes, Liga.
Mozambique.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Dakata mana anga to retire, right? Angakura,
but South Africa, because you played for Morocco Swallows.
Yes.
In South Africa.
Yeah, angakura zvake, but
number 4.
Tingataura pamusoro pa let's talk about there is one guy I did not talk about. He didn't get to play for Ainzi Friday Chitapa.
In
Mashingo there.
He was good.
Yes.
Yeah,
it said that
now my players akadaro takamboita ma interview some of those players.
We used to call him stubborn. I'm the stubborn, like he was just, but I gonna and we knew kuti kana asipo pa team until week somewhere. Yeah.
Now last but not least. Okay, not last.
Yes.
The striker that you akamugonisa fires. I will go.
The striker, what do you do?
Fires. Is a goalkeeper.
I would talk about, because it was not like continuously. Zvakangoitika once pane match so. Maimpa nickname yekuti Njabulo JB. He gave me a nickname, so I his nickname. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, there was one match at Faro. I think that game, Rakapira 1-1. Rakazo noisy, so Rago is on a Jaur. I think last year in the referee about 8 minutes. Yes. Yes, it ended up 1-1. Yes. That match, yeah. He was on fire. He was on fire, yes, he was on fire.
Alright. At base, it's not our at base, it's not our the juju.
Yes.
One moment you didn't understand, it was just weird. I
want to put it in. I I don't know, should I put a disclaimer? But
You are a disclaimer.
okay. And my face I'm gonna my face went to Zvanya. Okay. I was playing for Liga Desportivo de Maputo.
Yeah.
Right, Liga Musulman.
Yeah.
Right. So in knowing the road now in that face choice pana. Then it trip home. Then the owner and attorney club was yake like it is very close to the stadium. Yeah. So when I came back then on. So I would shower. Then get to the dressing rooms, prepare, then go to the pitch. But to my surprise, one wise would organize a footage dressing room. But it's just about 2 kilometers away from. Saka I'm sorry all the time. Then this is the time I did not go to the shower. Ndatupfeka. I could tell the panic kutaura kuitika. So there were other Zimbabweans there. Think about there was Andrew Libanda Zungira and Eusebio Emanuele. These are Zimbabweans that are there. But obviously the Portuguese is speaking country. So the guys are speaking in Portuguese. And in ndandakupika here and there. I could tell with punish kutaurika pana. Because ndikupfeka but vanhu vari kuenda kupi kushawa vachidzoka. Ha. But I didn't mind. Ndakazongonzwa captain, first captain. So striker, big guy, said to me, "Hey Zimbabwean, Vipra banyo." Hey, something like that. Kuti, no geza. No geza kangani. It's just about 5 minutes ago. Why should I go? Say no. Hey Zimbabwean, problema. Too much problema. Yeah. Hey, actually the man Zimba. Come, andaka fala go Zimbabwe. Taura ine munhu wenyu. My face manje wise out nini manje nasingango cherera. No, I asked them why should I go there? Doctor sunungura masters.
Yeah.
If I'm not playing Ansutamba, can Ansutamba and the screen they go.
Why no case?
Ega. Samafia rangu manje randita aona wangu. Asida koza scene pana. Yo baya una ndepi. Ndikati statement ndiri kudzera mageza kumana kutendera kuona ndepi kwakunzi ndepi. So I went to the shower. Got in there was a bucket. I don't know what was in there, but all I could tell there was a red liquid. I don't know what was it. I don't know if it was I don't know what was it. Was it blood or beetroot or take a shower? And I'm like, no, I'm not showering. Okay, fine, just take a little bit, put on your knees. I said, no. You have to contact the owner of this club. I'm not going to play today. So there was a standoff. But at the end, they just had to go by what I wanted. So I did not shower.
Go Dynamos.
Chazunguza. I thought maybe we'd. I thought Tapura. Chazunguza. Okay. Majao. Okay. But like I told you, they will initiate you. So I think it's because of the initiation that I'm not going to be able to say anything about. Yeah, because I'm now blue. But what I can tell you is there was one match, I think Fisas Monomtapa, Majesa clash.
Yeah.
Nandakafika red. Was wearing red. So Majesa no clash. Dovata no change. Ndakaenda dressing room no change. Chandoza nyo game rakazopera ndine 2 majezi. Ndakafika
Ranzi wa hubvi.
Yeah. I was wearing the yellow jersey on top. But we won that match. But all I know is Dakaro had 2 matches. Anyway,
on this juju note, guys, we are out of time. We can call it quits, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. In touch with the legend, we were in touch with the Artwell Mukandi. The other group was part in this show. My name is Alois Munjira. Let's meet again next week when we bring you another footballing legend to come and share with us their footballing journey. See you again next week, guys. Ta. Cheers.